Many businesses using an accrual-based accounting system prefer to keep up-to-date figures on leave liabilities without having to manually calculate and journal these figures into their balance sheet. To automate this process, you can configure the chart of accounts settings to map leave liabilities and expenses to your general ledger accounts. Once mapped, your payroll journals will then include the associated cost of any leave liabilities on a per pay run basis. To configure the leave provisions, go to Payroll Settings, then Chart of Accounts. From there, you can click on Leave Provisions from the Primary Accounts section to expand the details. But before we go any further, you'll need to bring in the accounts that you wish to map to. Depending on the journal service that you've linked to, whether it's API-based or a file export-based journal, you will either see Import Accounts or Manage Accounts in the top right-hand side of the screen. You can then click on this button to follow the process of importing the relevant general ledger accounts from your accounting platform or to manually add them. Once you've brought in your accounts, you can select any leave category you want tracked in the journal and complete the following sections. Assign a liability account. This could be a generic leave liability account or a liability account specific to a leave category, and that of course depends on how your ledgers have been set up outside of payroll. Assign an expense account. If you assigned a leave liability account against a leave category, you must also assign an expense account. Accrue from contingent period. This setting is only relevant and activated for leave categories that have the leave category type setting assigned to long service leave. By default, the accrue from contingent period is not ticked, and the liability for long service leave will only start appearing in journals for employees that have reached their entitlement period. Ticking that setting means that the liabilities will start appearing once the employee has reached their contingent period instead. Split by location. Tick this setting if you want the journals to split the associated liability and expense by location rather than appear as one lump sum amount. This setting only works if you have assigned a liability and expense account to a leave category. Also, please note that the employee's primary location will be the location used to assign leave provisions, not the location where the employee worked. You can download the journal after a pay run has been finalized by using the Download Journal button.